This is it. The gold standard. We are going for gold.
Today, from Las Vegas, Nevada, it's Week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports. Raiders taking on the Denver Broncos.
Well, there's never a shortage of shows or sights and sounds throughout this city, but for the next few hours, all eyes are glued to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Now for their opening drive. And trotting out there, no introduction needed for this guy around the league. Now in his 7th season as a QB.
And he comes off an incredible performance in the opener. 5 touchdown passes. Now look, you always want to start strong, but I think that's more than anyone, including himself, could have expected.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Oh, what a move. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back to throw here. That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Right back to Dobbins on first. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. The numbers for him from a week ago, 9 carries and even 60 yards and a touchdown.
And that's just not enough carries for a running back to get loose and really feel like he's into the game, because they have to have enough volume to establish a rhythm, not just for themselves, but also to get in sync with their offensive line so they can read the blocks properly and they can execute them. I expect them to get a minimum of 15 carries in this game, and the optimum number would be
touchdown Broncos. Marvin Mims, his second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. They scored the most points of anyone on opening weekend, and now first quarter touchdown here.
And while there's no guarantee that all the points they score in opening weekend are going to hold up and be the average all year long, they're certainly starting to set that type of a pace. And what you do with that is you put in the heads of all of your...
Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He had the touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll search for another score as they begin here with a 1st and 10. The drive starts with a completion left side, and he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Dobbins running out of the gun. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Denver has the first down, the play going for 15 yards. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And quickly they get to the line. On first down, he'll drop to throw. That's caught. It's Tutu Atwell. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now a run. Here's the first-round pick from April's draft. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Oh, leaping, and he makes the grab. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 12-yard line. Now an option play, and he'll keep it. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Dancing to his left. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
There he goes, and for good reason. Running with it has paid dividends earlier in this game and earlier on this drive. And until they prove they can stop him, I don't think he's going to be shy about continuing to run for first downs instead of airing it out.
They'll send one of those 2 tight ends in motion. 7-7, our score after 1. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great effort there. His 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Broncos go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
Well, I'd have to say...
Denver's offense now set to go. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Forced out to his left. Pushing his way through. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Elliott. A huge play there for Denver. 45 yards. He'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Tutu Atwell. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season.
Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He's thrown for 2 touchdowns and run for another already in this first half as his guys begin 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throwing left side, it's complete. Down the left sideline. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Marvin Mims with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard.
Emoji cool smile. Happy safe.
Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He's already accounted for 4 touchdowns in this first.
Emoji mobile phone off. Only time for them in URL. Emoji flag info.
And now an audible here into something else. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Christian Wilkins there defensively for the stop. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 6. Now a handoff up the middle. Hoskins. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. Here's a give to Dobbins running right. Despite the heavy running, he'll be hit and drop shy of the 45. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The Broncos at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week week 1, and they were able to take care of business in front of the home crowd last week.
Yeah, it's always nice to get that opener at home, but now things get a little bit tougher. The good thing for them, though, is they take a little extra confidence with them when they head out on the road.
54 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Off the option, he'll try and run with it. Give him 4 yards there on the 1st down keeper.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Oh, a good move at the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. He'll drop to throw. Flush. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos are able to add on to that lead. So this offensive unit, yeah, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
He capped off that last drive himself, had the touchdown run. Now he'll take over here again, 1st and 10.
This is how you support the channel and donate to the streamer URL.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead in the locker room. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports. Halftime, well, everyone's eager to resume play here this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3. So here are the Broncos to take over on offense. They were winners over the Jets a week ago, and they are in the driver's seat right now as well. Second half starts with a run by Dobbins. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Up the middle they go. Haskins, and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Escaping the pressure right. He's got his target. That's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory. Right at the 40. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Able to slither by. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And they're going to speed things up here. They'll run with Dobbins. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Second and goal from inside the 5. Dobbins will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's third and goal. Buying time to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack. So the Broncos coming out now. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. And now they're in the hurry-up. On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Broncos take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. I tell you what, Charles, I know that you don't put a ton of stock into power rankings and things of that nature, but another... He's had quite the game running the football. Last time he finished in the end zone with his legs for the 3rd time in this one. We'll see what they can do. They'll look to throw now on first down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now they'll change things around before the snap. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
And the Raiders have got him. Max Crosby able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And Denver getting set to take the field. To throw now on first down. Oh, he bowls over him. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll look to throw here on first down. Being chased out left. Bulldozes past him. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
These are running back numbers that he's accumulating right now. Received double-digit carries and has rewarded them by breaking the century mark in rushing, in addition to what he's done through the air. Definitely MVP caliber football we're witnessing.
Ooh, the juke. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Fights loose. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. This is caught. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. And it's caught. 3 yards is the gain that time. Second and goal. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Second and 1. Flush to his right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. And this offense on third down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is third and goal. Keeps himself upright. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. A nightmare on third and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. They go play action here on first down. Able to shake him off. And fights through one man. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Carter, even I can figure out who deserves the lion's share of credit for their lead right now, because he has been terrific in a dual threat role, really chewing up yardage and getting them points with his legs. Simply put, that defense has had no way of stopping him, and that's why his side is on top.
Here's the 2nd and 7. Flushed out right. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Tutu Atwell with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos are on their way to a 2-0 start. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up the secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Denver's offense now set to go. But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They could definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do is they try and meet it halfway, meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they'll put in a lot of backups to do it and then tell the opposing coach, hey, I had to get them some work too. I can't just let them sit over on the sidelines all the time.
Now they'll change things up. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Just keeping the play alive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he is caught. They juked him. Look at those stick skills. There he goes again. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Marvin Mims, 74 yards. And the Broncos start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th. So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off.
And Denver getting set to take the field. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get... They'll set up to throw. Open man is Atwell, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. And quickly they get to the line. They'll set up a throw. That escapes the sack. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. 2-2 Atwell. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos add 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the fourth. Well, obviously, Charles, no more points were needed, but some teams just can't resist the urge to keep adding on, and they did just that here in the fourth quarter.
And we've certainly been on the call to see many teams do it.
The Broncos about set to go on offense. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their...
It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Emoji fire. Let's get some WS in the chat. Emoji fire, emoji flirting.
They'll look to throw here.
Emoji drop of blood. Biggest classic blood.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Back to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right. That one goes for 30 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because... run ragged throughout.
So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll try to run with Dobbins, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
And coming out now, the Broncos. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now defensive. start by running the option to the right. And oh, he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. And they're going to speed things up here. He'll decide to keep this once more. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down. Here's the option. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And his throw here is incomplete. So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and maybe more importantly, a victory in the division, which always helps.
And on the road. How about all of that rolled up into one? Because how often do you see division games get decided by this much of a margin?
Yeah, they thumped them.
Yeah, they jumped all over them. And a division game is usually a touchdown or less because these two teams know each other better than most teams in the league. In this case, that didn't hold up. On the road, big margin, big victory. Oh, yeah, that flight home will be good.
So for the Broncos, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Las Vegas.